Okay, this section is chapter 8.1. This is about solving quadratic equations. Okay, here's an example. Here's an equation. The quadratic equation is an equation that has the power 2. So x squared, here's an x squared. So this is a quadratic equation. Then how do we solve this equation? Okay, there are three steps we need to follow up. Okay, the first step is set the right side of the equation to 0. So since we have 24, let's move 24 to the left-hand side. Then we can subtract 24 from both sides. X squared plus 25x minus 24 is equal to 0. Okay, subtract 24 from both sides. Okay, the second step is, now the right-hand side of the equation is 0. And then we need to factor the left side of the equation. So let's factor this trinomial. Okay, we can use our combination method. The first one is x times x is x squared. 24 is, we can try 3 and 8. 3 times 8 is 24. And we need to put the negative sign. The product has to be negative sign, so we can put it on the left-hand side, on 3. Okay, this is 25. This should be 5, right? So x squared plus 5x minus 24 is equal to 0. Okay, and then the cross product is negative 3x. X times 8 is 8x. The sum is 5x, and this sum is same as the term in the middle. So the factors are this one, x minus 3, and x plus 3, x plus 8. So the left-hand side of the equation is factored as a product of x minus 3 times x plus 8 is equal to 0. Okay, and then the third step is set each factor equal to 0. So set each factor equal to 0. So there are two factors, and then solve for x for each factor. So from the first factor, set the first factor to 0, then x equals 3. Okay, from the second factor, x plus 8 is equal to 0, so x equals minus 8 both sides, so negative 8. So the solutions are 3 and negative 8. Okay, we can try another example, B. Okay, this example is 3x squared equals 4 minus 11x. Okay, in order to solve this equation, we have to set the right side of the equation equal to 0, and then factor the left-hand side of the equation. And for each factor, we will set it equal to 0 and solve for x. Okay, so I'm going to move all the terms from the right to the left. Then negative 11x will be plus 11x. Plus 4 becomes minus 4. You know, when you move a term to the other side, change the sign. Okay, now factor the left-hand side of the equation. Now the right side is 0, so factor the left. And 3x squared is x times 3x. Okay, 4, negative 4, we can set it as 4 times 1. 4 times 1, and we need to put the negative sign. So why don't we put it on 1? So the cross product is 3 times 4 is 12x. X times negative 1 is negative x. The sum is 11x. And this sum is same as the term in the middle. So we found the right pair. So the left-hand side is the product of x plus 4 and 3x minus 1. X plus 4 times 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, and then we have to set each factor equal to 0. Then x plus 4 is equal to 0. minus 4 both sides, or move 4 to the other side, becomes negative 4 from the second factor. Okay, 3s is equal to move negative 1 to the other side, positive 1, and then divide each side by 3. So 1 over 3. So we got two solutions. X equals negative 4 and 1/3. Okay, then let's try another one. Example C. That is equal to 3x squared plus 12 equals 3 plus 12x plus 5x squared. All right, let's move all these three terms from the right side of the equation to the left. So let's move 5x squared to the left. Then 9 minus 5 is 4x squared. Okay, move 12x to the left, and it becomes minus 12x. Move 3 from right to the left, so negative 3 both sides, then 12 minus 3 is positive 9, plus 9 is equal to 0. Alright, so this equation contains the right hand side 0, so we can factor the left hand side. Okay, 4x squared, we can try 2x and 2x. So 2x times 2x is 4x. How about 9? We can try 9 as 3 times 3, and both negative. Both negative, that becomes positive. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. And the cross product is negative 6x, negative 6x. Sum is negative 12x. Negative 12x is same as the term in the middle, so we found the match. So the factor form of the left hand side is 2x minus 3 times 2x minus 3, and is equal to 0. Okay, so we have to set each factor to 0. Then 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Then move negative 3 to the other side, it becomes 3, then divide it by 3, 2, so 3 over 2. So we got 3 over 2 from one factor, and another factor is the same factor as the first one. So we get the same value of x, same solution. So the solution is 3 over 2. Okay, so when we solve a quadratic equation by factoring, it is pretty simple. We already did this one in our previous chapters. So we set one side of the equation 0, and then factor the other side, and then set each factor equal to 0, and solve for x. Okay.